Welcome back, champions. Today we explore a concept that is as ancient as it is powerful: the strength found in solitude. In a world that often glorifies the constant buzz of social interaction, the Stoic philosophy invites us to embrace the quiet moments, to seek solace in being alone, and to discover the profound depths of our own minds. This journey is not just about retreating from the world, but about mastering it from within. The power of solitude lies not in isolation, but in the opportunity it provides for self-discovery and growth. In the quiet corners of our existence, away from the noise and distractions of the outside world, we find clarity, we find strength, and we find the courage to face life's challenges with a resilience that can only be forged in solitude. The Stoics, those ancient guardians of wisdom, understood this well. For them, solitude was not a state to be feared, but a powerful tool to be harnessed. It was in solitude that they found the space to reflect, meditate, and cultivate the virtues that would guide them through life. They recognized that true strength does not come from external sources, but from within. It is a strength that is built in the silence of our thoughts, in the stillness of our hearts. Take, for example, the words of Marcus Aurelius, a man who, despite being an emperor surrounded by the constant demands of court life, found peace in solitude. He wrote in his meditations, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." These words remind us that no matter where we are or what circumstances we face, we can always retreat into ourselves to find the calm and strength we need. But what does it mean to embrace solitude in our modern lives? How do we, in a world that is constantly connected, find the time and space to be alone with our thoughts? The answer lies in a deliberate and conscious choice to seek out moments of solitude. It requires us to disconnect from the external world, to step away from the noise, and to be comfortable with our company. This is not an easy task, but it is necessary if we are to grow and evolve as individuals. In solitude, we confront our true selves. We strip away the masks we wear in public, the roles we play, and the expectations we try to meet. In solitude, we are faced with the raw and unfiltered truth of who we are. This can be a daunting experience, but it is also a liberating one. It is in these moments of solitude that we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves, our strengths, our weaknesses, and our purpose. This journey of self-discovery is not a solitary one. The Stoics believed in the interconnectedness of all things, and they recognized that our solitude is not an escape from the world, but a way to better engage with it. When we emerge from our moments of solitude, we do so with a greater sense of clarity and purpose. We are better equipped to face the challenges of life, navigate the complexities of our relationships, and contribute meaningfully to the world around us. Seneca, another great Stoic philosopher, offers us wisdom in this regard. He wrote, "It is in times of security that the spirit should be preparing itself for difficult times. While fortune is bestowing favors on it, then is the time for it to be strengthened against her rebuffs." This is the essence of the Stoic approach to solitude, using the quiet moments to build the inner strength that will sustain us through the trials and tribulations of life. Yet, solitude is not just about preparation. It is also about finding joy in the simplicity of life. The Stoics taught us to find contentment not in external pleasures, but in the peace that comes from within. This peace is cultivated in solitude, where we learn to appreciate the beauty of the world around us, the stillness of nature, and the quietude of our minds. As we embrace solitude, we also learn to let go of the things that do not serve us. The Stoics believed in the power of detachment, in releasing our attachment to things that are beyond our control. In solitude, we are reminded of the impermanence of life, of the fleeting nature of all things. This awareness helps us to focus on what truly matters, to live with intention, and to find contentment in the present moment. But solitude is not just a retreat. It is also a crucible in which we forge our character. The Stoics believed that true wisdom comes from introspection, from examining our thoughts and actions, and from learning from our mistakes. In solitude, we have the space to reflect on our lives, to evaluate our choices, and to make the changes necessary for our growth. It is in these moments of quiet reflection that we cultivate the virtues of courage, wisdom, justice, and temperance that the Stoics held so dear. One might ask, how can we apply these ancient teachings to our modern lives? The answer lies in intentional practice. We must create opportunities for solitude in our daily lives, whether it be through meditation, long walks in nature, or simply spending time alone with our thoughts. These moments of solitude allow us to reconnect with ourselves, recharge our spirits, and gain the clarity we need to navigate the complexities of life. Moreover, we must learn to embrace solitude not as a punishment, but as a gift. In a world that often equates being alone with loneliness, the Stoic philosophy teaches us that solitude is a powerful tool for self-discovery and personal growth. It is in solitude that we find the space to breathe, to think, and to become the best versions of ourselves. In embracing solitude, we also learn to appreciate the value of silence. The Stoics understood that silence is not merely the absence of sound, but a state of being that allows us to hear our inner voice. In the silence of solitude, we find the wisdom that lies within us, the guidance that comes from our hearts, and the strength that is born from knowing ourselves deeply. Yet the journey of solitude is not without its challenges. In solitude, we are forced to confront our fears, doubts, and insecurities. But it is precisely in these moments of discomfort that we grow the most. The Stoics teach us that true courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to face our fears head-on. In solitude, we develop the resilience to withstand life's challenges, the wisdom to make sound decisions, and the inner peace that comes from knowing ourselves. As we continue on this journey, let us remember the words of Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who was once a slave but rose to become one of the most influential thinkers of his time. He said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." These words remind us that true freedom comes not from external circumstances, but from within. It is in solitude that we gain mastery over ourselves, that we find the strength to live according to our values, and that we discover the freedom to be who we truly are. The Stoic approach to solitude is not just about retreating into oneself. It is about emerging from that solitude with a renewed sense of purpose and clarity. It is about using the time spent alone to fortify our minds, sharpen our focus, and strengthen our resolve. In solitude, we find the opportunity to assess our lives, to determine whether we are living in accordance with our values, and to make the necessary adjustments to ensure that we are on the right path. This process of self-examination is central to the Stoic practice. The Stoics believed in the importance of regular self-reflection, of taking the time to examine one's thoughts, actions, and motivations. In solitude, we are free from the distractions of the external world, and we can turn our attention inward. This is where true growth occurs, when we are honest with ourselves, when we confront our shortcomings, and when we take the necessary steps to improve. One of the key aspects of Stoicism is the idea of living in accordance with nature. For the Stoics, this meant understanding and accepting the natural order of the world, including the fact that we are all subject to the same natural laws. In solitude, we have the opportunity to connect with this natural order, to observe the rhythms of nature, and to align ourselves with them. Whether it is the changing of the seasons, the rising and setting of the sun, or the cycles of the moon, nature provides us with a constant reminder of the impermanence of all things. In solitude, we can reflect on the transient nature of life, and this reflection can lead to a deeper appreciation for the present moment. The Stoics taught that we should not cling to the past or worry about the future, but instead, focus on the here and now. In solitude, we have the space to practice mindfulness, to be fully present, and to cultivate a sense of gratitude for the simple things in life. Another important aspect of the Stoic approach to solitude is the cultivation of inner peace. The Stoics believed that true peace comes not from external circumstances, but from within. In solitude, we have the opportunity to quiet the mind, to let go of the worries and concerns that often plague us, and to find a sense of calm and tranquility. This inner peace is not something that can be achieved overnight. It requires consistent practice and dedication. One way to cultivate inner peace is through the practice of meditation. The Stoics were known for their practice of daily meditation, where they would reflect on their thoughts and actions and contemplate the teachings of philosophy. This practice allowed them to maintain a sense of balance and equanimity, even in the face of adversity. In solitude, we can adopt this practice, taking the time each day to sit in stillness, to observe our thoughts without judgment, and to cultivate a sense of inner calm. In addition to meditation, the Stoics also emphasized the importance of simplicity. In solitude, we have the opportunity to simplify our lives, to strip away the unnecessary distractions and focus on what truly matters. This simplicity can take many forms, from decluttering our physical spaces to simplifying our routines and priorities. By simplifying our lives, we create more space for solitude and reflection, and we can focus on the things that bring us true fulfillment. The Stoics also recognized the importance of resilience, of being able to withstand the challenges and hardships that life inevitably brings. In solitude, we have the opportunity to build this resilience, to strengthen our minds and bodies, and to prepare ourselves for whatever may come our way. This resilience is not just about physical strength, but also about mental and emotional fortitude. It is about developing the ability to stay calm and composed in the face of adversity, and to remain steadfast in our principles and values. As we cultivate resilience in solitude, we also develop a sense of self-reliance. The Stoics believed in the importance of being self-sufficient, of not relying on others for our happiness or well-being. In solitude, we learn to rely on ourselves, to trust our judgment, and to take responsibility for our lives. This self-reliance is not about isolation or detachment, but about recognizing that we are the architects of our destiny, and that we have the power to shape our lives according to our values and beliefs. The Stoic approach to solitude is also about embracing change. The Stoics understood that change is an inevitable part of life, and they taught that we should not resist it, but rather accept it with grace and equanimity. In solitude, we have the opportunity to reflect on the changes in our lives, to come to terms with them, and to adapt accordingly. This acceptance of change is a key aspect of Stoic resilience, and it allows us to navigate the ups and downs of life with greater ease and composure. In conclusion, the Stoic approach to solitude is a powerful tool for self-discovery, personal growth, and inner strength. It is in solitude that we find the space to reflect on our lives, to cultivate the virtues that guide us, and to build the resilience that sustains us. By embracing solitude, we can reconnect with ourselves, with nature, and with the present moment. We can find peace in the simplicity of life, strength in self-reliance, and clarity in self-reflection. If you found this discussion insightful, I encourage you to like this video and subscribe to the channel. By doing so, you'll help us beat the algorithm and ensure that you receive more content that resonates with your journey of self-discovery and growth. Also, be sure to check out our other videos, where we explore more ancient wisdom and delve deeper into the art of cultivating a strong and resilient masculinity. Until next time, champions, stay strong and stay committed to your path.